Hey guys, this is a Canon Maxify series printer. Just wanted to show you the areas that you should look for when you're having an out of paper message or some error that you're having a jam somewhere in the printer. So the first thing that we need to do is, of course, make sure we have paper in the main drawer. And here we do. In my case, there is no problem. I just wanted to show out show all the places that we can look into. Most of these Maxify series, they come with two drawers, two paper trays. Make sure you have the correct tray selected for a certain job. It could be, for example, if you're doing only printing, it's going to take you're probably set to tray 1. If you're doing copying, it's set to tray 2. Or whenever this tray runs out, this one comes in is the default setting, I believe. But in any case, check both trays and make sure you're selecting the right tray whenever you're sending in the job. So a couple of things, check this out, make sure the paper is in good condition. Mine is. Make sure all these are set where the paper is supposed to be. If you have a letter size paper, make sure it's pulled out, the tray is pulled out, and the paper setting, this tab right here is set correctly. Same thing here. You can see where it stops at that line. Push the paper in, make sure these are pressed in as well. So those are basic things in the beginning. The next thing is you want to make sure there's no paper anywhere here. So look into the tray. This area, you can see where it says 1 and 2 over here. So the main tray is going to be 1. Look, shine some light. There could be paper stuck at the end sometimes just crumpled up in there. And you just go ahead and get that out. Same thing on this. If you're having a problem with this tray, look into that, make sure there's nothing there. For the bottom tray, there's easier access. If you just flip the printer, pick it up a little bit, you can have easier access to the rollers, and you can see, make sure everything is in place and in good working order. And if everything is good there, but you're still getting those messages, your paper is all good, just those things that we went through right now. The rollers right here, pickup rollers on the first, so this is the one that you're gonna have, the one that's mostly used. Sometimes paper accumulates on it and it just needs a clean with an alcohol swab or some window cleaner on a paper towel. And what you'll do is just, here I'll show you the process real quick. I have the printer on its back so I could show it to you better. And I'm going to work on this one. This one is also easy to get to. Like, as I reach my hand in there right now, with both trays out, I can reach the rollers right here. And those are the ones that you need to clean. I use the alcohol prep swabs or just some window cleaner on a paper towel, just like that. Don't spray it into the printer. And what I do is just spin one wheel as I clean the other. And this, like I said, this one hasn't been used much. The bottom tray on this particular printer, it only has about 1,500 pages printed. But then for another one, for another roller, I'll be doing the same thing I did here. And I would just place the swab over one of the wheels and with another finger spin. There's different ways, as long as you can get to it, there's different ways you can play around with it and clean it up. Sometimes you can just, another thing that I would do is I would take a business card, staple it to here, or a piece of paper, and then I would just send the job through so the rollers spin, and I could just hold that over and clean that. I'm not sure if we can do it with this model because it really probably won't print anything if you have the tray out. And it's not even going to try. So that's kind of what you need to get to, is clean these up. Usually that's the main reason. If your printer is picking up paper but like halfway, for example, it would pull it up like that and get stuck. Look in the back. This is where we need to go at this point. So in the back of the printer, you're going to push over here where the arrow is and just open the back up. And if the paper is getting stuck right here, these rollers are either which is less likely when the gears are broken. It's usually just some paper dust accumulation on these rollers right here that you need to clean the same way we did. So these are actually much easier to get to than tray one. Also spin one wheel as you clean the other. And let it dry before you put paper through, because sometimes people just put it right away thinking that it's done. Let those dry for about a minute, or blow some air in there. Make sure there's nothing stuck in here. Look into this area. Make sure there's nothing like paper clips or staples or anything like that. This is a bit of a heavy printer, so it's kind of hard to just pick it up and shake it, see if there's anything wobbling in there or like a paper clip somewhere in the printer. But you should be able to see it if it's here. Check these, make sure they're like we have here on this printer. They're in good condition. These flaps sometimes come out, but that's rare. Also, make sure you close it in the correct position so you don't have a problem there. And of course, another area that you need to check is here. Open the front door, shine some light in there, make sure everything's in good standing, and no paper clips or any pieces of paper on the left side, on the right side, anywhere. Just make sure for that, and if there is, pull it out, because you're gonna get a paper jam error. Another thing that may trigger it is that clear strip in the back. It's called the encoder strip. It sometimes gets some ink on it or some dirt for whatever reason, or just accumulates a lot of it. Either clean it. It's really hard to get to, but it's doable. But I wouldn't touch it until I get everything that went through. We're gonna have another video where we're gonna show how to get into the printer, and also other problems. But this one we're just covering the paper jam part of it. I ran into a lot of problems with this one and HP 8600 series printers, where the paper would be just stuck in the back, the whole piece of paper. Just this is what would happen. So this is just to demonstrate what kind of thing that may happen on these, and it happens a lot actually. So sometimes you pull out a paper and for some reason paper is being stuck in there, and you just pull the tray out, you look, oh, it's all fine, and then you just push it back in, and what happens to this piece of paper that's stuck in the back already, it's already picked up by the printer, you push the tray in, so paper would be just picked up and, for example, stops right here, and then we check there's no paper and we just push it back in like so, not knowing that there's a piece of paper in there, and we just jam it in there. Sorry for being so harsh with the demonstration. So I see there's nothing there to my eye that I miss, and then we just push it in. And okay, so we have the tray fully inserted now. Not fully. Sometimes it gets pushed in all the way, but we don't know that there's paper, so check for that. Basically pull that tray out and pull the paper out. Sometimes it could be just all at the very end, all together like in a zigzag position. So that happens too. Check those things out, and do not mix up document jam with the paper jam. Document jam is something that happens right here, and we're going to cover that in another video. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to our channel, and have a wonderful day. Be well and stay safe. Thank you.